So that's the end of my update in terms of phase two. So there'll still be, there's lots and lots of work to do. As Robert Frost once said, there are miles and miles to go before we sleep. So we still have lots to do and lots to accomplish. But again, very confident about where we are. And I know, and because of that confidence, I know we're going to get to where we want to be. So, and it's for the effort of people like Dr. Smith and her colleagues that are making this work. And just across the board, people are carrying a heavy burden. So I'm very thankful for that. We'd like to do an operations update with Mr. Salters.
Thank you, Dr. Little, members of the board. Obviously, in operations, we've been quite busy developing a lot of plans around these models, and I didn't get a chance earlier, but I did want to share with you, we've got some great news from the state earlier this week related to reimbursement for some funding and expenditures. A lot of that ties to the work that our Representative Calhoun, Representative Wooten, and others have done at the state level to help, and also with State Department of Education to facilitate some of that. So we'll have some good news with some funding for a lot of the expenditures that we've seen coming here soon. But they've worked really hard to make that funding reimbursable and retroactive to July 1 of this year, and then also going forward all the way out to September of next year. So get a chance, thank those folks for their hard work. They've done a really good job advocating on our behalf.
You're talking about COVID-specific needs
Yes.
that we've had to pay for unplanned or unbudgeted?
That's right. That's right.
That's wonderful.
So we really appreciate that. And I'll just jump right into our operations update. Chair Smith, I think I was kind of doing the math in my head, and I believe you've probably, over your tenure, opened 14 or 15 schools, and maybe even more than that. I might have missed one or two. But that's a tremendous accomplishment during the time that you've been here, and countless renovations at other schools. So take a look at the new Pelion Middle School site. Really looks a lot different probably than you've seen it recently. It's taking shape. It looks almost ready to move in, honestly. It's parking lots are now paved. You can see the track in the back, and the field is sodded and ready to go. So just super excited about the opportunity to move students into this building here in a few months.
I'm going to interrupt you just a second. Can you
Please.
talk about the significance of the track? Because they may not understand the history of that.
Yeah, so starting actually with this facility and Beechwood, we decided to go back and pave all of our middle school tracks. And so that's pretty significant. I know you may not have experienced that before, but the maintenance and wear and tear on those tracks as a dirt clay surface has been problematic over the years, and so we committed to doing
Mr.
that.
Salter some pictures of some
Yeah.
pitiful
Miss Green,
middle school
right,
tracks.
Right, and so we appreciate you sharing those, and that really helps spur some of this on. But we're excited about being able to do that at each of our middle school campuses, and to really help their opportunities there. But as you can see from this aerial photo, this is a new sod that's being laid down, and it'll by now it's around the building as well. But again, this is a prototype plan that we built starting out at Beechwood. We're also currently building it at Lexington Middle School replacement site, and you'll see some similarities as we go through. But great progress has been made here on site, and they're working with the off-site road improvements now as well. So we're excited about that. Closer shot of the exterior of the building. Interior center commons area, and we're excited about the finishes really taking shape here. I believe we have a tour scheduled with you guys in a week or two, and so we'll be looking forward to giving you the opportunity to showcase this campus. Again, you're looking at the main entry here, secured foyer, back from the kind of the upstairs area. Carpet is down, the terrazzo floors are down. You'll see a lot of this floor protection down, but there is actual finished carpet underneath, and we're just trying to protect those finishes as the workers complete their tasks in the different areas. This is the library, and acoustical panels are up in most of the area. The carpet's down. an initial look, that looked like a swimming pool, but it is not. It is plastic covering the carpet. So kitchen's in place. We have our DHEC certification letter, so we're ready to serve food out of this kitchen. We'll do some training with the staff and have that ready to go here soon. Gymnasium is eagerly awaiting Dr. Little's inaugural three-point shot.
Yep.
That may take 6 months.
Well,
Hey, tell them what happened last time.
well, I will say that he went to Beechwood and kind of showed out a
Nailed
little
it.
bit. So
did he?
Oh, yes, he
unedited,
nailed it.
unedited.
Yeah, did you see him sprint up and
heard
down
about
this
it,
little
many
path right
times.
here? Though
I didn't say anything about a running layup. I just said a three-point shot. You know,
With a suit on, I might
with a suit
add.
on. But it is ready. They're keeping the place locked up for you so that you can get that shot in. But really excited about this gymnasium for the students. That the gym at the old facility was a really problematic area for that campus and one of the oldest areas on the campus. So we're really excited to bring this new gym in.
Well, and in line with the track, I mean, we've gotten a lot of feedback. We started discussions a couple years back about expanding the middle school sports offerings, mainly just to keep those kids busy and help them grow, because we're such a big district. It's hard to play high school sports. So, you know, I'm excited about the track, the football field, the basketball. I mean, all that's going to give them space to grow.
That's
which
right.
is great.
It really gets them engaged. This is a little bit different look than in Beechwood because of the orientation of the facilities. And so what you're looking at here, whoops, I'm sorry, you're looking at the gymnasium on this side and the auditorium on this side, and it creates a different hallway entry space. Slightly different than Beechwood. Beechwood, they were reversed because of the site layout. This layout is the same that we'll have at the Lexington middle school site as well. So you're looking at the entrance to the auditorium, and of course they've got some more paneling and things to put up in that space. This is the auditorium. It's coming together. They've got the paneling started, acoustical panels. The seats are going in this week, so it's well on its way. Art classroom. This is a chorus classroom. Orchestra classroom there. One of the pieces of feedback and adjustments we made here is increase the ceiling height. We got that feedback from our teachers at Beechwood. Every time we do these plans, we like to get the feedback and from our teachers that you actually use the facilities, and that was one of the things that they recommended. I think being in a small or even a large classroom with a lot of young students with band instruments can be a little interesting at times. So the elevation of the ceiling was important. This is the band classroom. I can see some of the instrument storage located there. Typical science classroom. It's ready to go. And then moving on to Pelion High School, we did a number of athletic improvements there, wrapping those up now. Pleased to do that. This is the exterior of the weight room and the wrestling room addition. And you're actually looking at the weight room. There's some roll-up doors there where the students can come out in this turf area and do exercises. Shot of the inside of the weight room. Really excited about this opportunity. I mean, the kids are just over the moon about having this new equipment, and we'll be bringing this similar configuration to the Gilbert community, and when we do that addition here soon. So we're pleased with that. This is the wrestling room. The mats are not down yet, but you can see it's ready for the mats. In this picture, they are there now. So just came in recently. An office that the coaches share in between those spaces. So really pleased with that. Gilbert Elementary School, just kind of wrapping up a few things that are left there. Now recall this was Gilbert Primary School, and we retrofitted the spaces there, and so we added some playground equipment. That was one of the last pieces that we had to do there. You can actually see in the background a fire access road that was installed as well as part of this. So new surfacing there for the equipment that's been added. So we're then looking at Lexington Middle School, the new middle school campus. If you go by there about every other day, you'll see tremendous changes. And somebody asked me today, have they started pouring any footings or anything there yet? I said, well, actually, they're setting steel on the B wing today. So, and actually, this picture was taken, I think the end of last week, all of this area right here is poured now, and they will start their wall masonry probably by the end of the week. And this area back here is the cafeteria area is starting to really get closed in. So there's steel deck being set here, and they'll move to here probably next week. So they're really moving forward quickly on this campus. There's a better shot of it. And all of this area here now is poured and ready to carry on up. So you may see, as you look at these aerials, you'll say, if you're really technical, you'll notice that there are 2 classrooms missing off the end of this wing. That is on purpose. So it's for constructability. We have a retaining wall that runs along the edge of this here. And so it's just easier to access these areas with those 2 classrooms out. Once these wings are complete, these 2 classrooms will be added, and this wing will be finished out. So it's just a minor detail you may notice. These are just some ground level shots of the masonry there. You see some really good progress has been made. We've taken a lot of rain there. It seems like you build this plan near Lake Murray, and it just likes to rain a lot. So did that as well at Beechwood. This is a shot of the storage building. We've put this storage building at Beechwood and also at Pelion Middle School. They are actually doing the masonry work, which is the underpinning part here now this week. So, and we're adding storage buildings around the district as part of the referendum. So, Lexington Elementary, a good bit of the work from this summer is completed there. We're waiting to make the tie-in with the town of Lexington off of North Lake Drive, and so the new parent drop-off or pickup line really isn't in service yet because we're waiting on a connection with them and the work that they're doing on the one-way pair expansion. But we did get a new bus canopy, and we'll be doing a front canopy next summer. So really turned out well there. This is a shot of the bus loop, which is has been newly designed and in use now. And there's a big space up to the left here at the top where the old buildings were. That space is going to be grassed and fenced in for a play area for the students as well. Another shot of that bus loop area. Oak Grove Elementary, you recall we're doing a classroom addition there. As part of that addition, all of the canopies have been painted, given a fresh look, so they all blend with the new building. And this is the new building, the 8 classroom addition. It has really come out of the ground quickly, and we're excited about the expansion there. And this is an interior shot. You can see some of the block fills already on the walls, and they're getting ready for some finished paint there here soon. So it seems like we'll be occupying that before you know it. This is a storage building that's going up in the back of the campus there for their use. White Knoll Elementary School, again, a classroom addition, kindergarten classroom addition. You see this is really taking shape as well. And it's 4 classrooms. There's 2 classrooms there. This is kind of off to the side in the front of the school. And then a connector hallway that connects back to the original school building. Again, interior walls are up, and you're looking at kind of in between classrooms. You're in one kindergarten classroom. This is an office space and another kindergarten classroom. So, and then that's a shot down the hallway. So really making good progress there. And that's a look from in that kindergarten classroom. Those will be windows whenever that's finished out. White Knoll High School, another big project for us, 32 classroom addition. This is the classroom wing. You can see where the first floor is has been completed, and all the steel decking is there, and they're starting the masonry on the second floor. There's a better shot of it there, and it connects off the front of the building. The main office would be over here, comes right off the front, and it mirrors the center addition that was done on the other side. So very excited about this 2-story addition, and there's a shot of the second floor deck. They're ready to pour that This is an open area that will look down onto the first floor from the second story there. And on the first floor, you can see construction well underway. Here's a ground level shot of that. Now you're looking at the Performing Arts Center. It's kind of hard to figure out what you're looking at, but this is the existing building, and this is off the kind of the right side of the building, and this is the orchestra pit, the future orchestra pit and stage. The little theater was here, and this is a better shot, really. This was the existing little theater, and that wall was torn down, and this will be the new stage, orchestra pit and stage here, proscenium opening there. And behind that will be black box theater and some dance classrooms and multipurpose classrooms that are being created. So a lot of really good progress going on this campus. I believe Dr. Little shared with you our video from our site superintendent there last week. Really great relationship there with the site superintendent and Mr. Daughtry. They're from the same hometown area, so they've really hit it off, and yeah, it's been interesting to watch. River Bluff High School, just briefly, we mentioned before some retaining wall issues there. You might be able to notice it from this picture, but you see a big kind of indention. This is about a 45, 50-foot wall on the backside of the campus, and this wall is essentially collapsing. And here's a ground level shot, and you can kind of see it kind of curves in. It's not supposed to do that, obviously. So that wall has failed. Actually, just before this meeting, I got some new pictures that's been opened up, and there's about a 7-foot hole up on the top where that had washed out. So we're still doing some investigation into what caused that, but that's being repaired as we speak. We had to reroute traffic because that failure happened back here on the Loop Road. The cafeteria would be kind of right to your right here, and the weight room and all that's back over here. So we ended up having to redirect traffic off of this Loop Road. So we took this island out and routed traffic around this parking lot temporarily. And so that's what the workers are doing there. But we anticipate that repair taking at least a few more weeks because they're going to have to tear down and get to the source and then build the wall back. So you see we've been busy. It's a lot of things going on, a lot of construction in the district. Obviously, we're planning for next year, next summer already, and then we have some other projects that are in the design phase, and we'll be hitting the ground here soon. So you can always track our progress on the building plan website, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions, board? Well, I just want to thank you and your team and all that you're doing to make that bond referendum happen, because that's wonderful for our students.